Welcome to the CAD Builder video tutorial series. Today, we will be reviewing drawer box sizing and how we go about setting our drawer box standards. Let's start by navigating to the catalogs within the design screen and select a base cabinet from the CAD Builder catalog. We will use a B09L cabinet in this instance. After you add a cabinet to the design, let's go ahead and select a construction method to control our cabinets. Here, we will be selecting trial framed butt joint full overlay construction method and a trial rabbited drawer box for the drawer box construction. Next, we will need to make sure our guides are assigned within the design options. We will be using trial Bloom Tandem for framed cabinets for this example. Then hit Apply at the bottom of the screen. Select the cabinet and navigate over to the wireframe editor in the top right of the cabinet attributes. The current opening for the top drawer is 6 inches wide by 5 inches high. But how does CAD Builder determine what the drawer box dimensions should be? The drawer box size is affected by your drawer box construction, and your guide assignments will determine your clearances. Here is a 24-inch deep cabinet. It has a 1/4 inch back with a 3/4 inch nailer. So essentially we have 24 minus a 1/4 minus a 3/4 inch equals 23 inches of available space for the depth of the drawer box. Now we can jump over to our drawer box construction that we chose within the design options by selecting the Construction Cabinet tab from the menu, and then the Construction Drawer Box tab and Trial Rabbited Drawer Box from the list. In the Drawer Box construction options, under Dimensions, you'll see a box saying Depth Clearance. Since the depth clearance here is set to 1 inch, that takes away from our value of 23 and brings it down to 22 inches. This field will control your allowed depth clearance from the back of the cabinet. With drawer box depth, you can set either unified depths or incremented depths. If either are enabled, you'll have to fill out the associated settings with each type. With incrementing drawer box depths, you will set a minimum depth, a maximum depth, and determine how many inches between each drawer box size. With the size that we selected, since this is set to an increment minimum of 9 inches and a maximum of 27 inches, then this means that the maximum depth drawer box that can fit is 21 inches. Now we'll click the back arrow at the top left and go over to our Material Assignments tab and use the drop-down to select Guides. This will determine what drawer guides will be used for a matching drawer box depth. If we look at the list of guides within the Trial Bloom Tandem for framed cabinets, we can see the list of hardware used for each drawer box size. So, since we have a 21-inch drawer box depth, the SKU matched next to the 21-inch section would be chosen, as well as its assigned hardware. Once these are selected, you can find out the specific clearances from your guides by going to the Materials and Warehouse tab on the left menu. Open up the Runner Systems folder, then select Bloom Tandem in order to see the appropriate options in the table in the middle of the screen. Here, go ahead and scroll down to where you see the one starting with 563H and select one. And now if we look at the attributes on the right-hand side, we can view its minimum side clearance, minimum top clearance, and minimum bottom offset. These will now be used to determine the final drawer box size for your cabinet. The side clearance shows 13/16 inch. This is taken from the inside of the drawer box side to the inside of the opening, meaning that the effective side clearance changes with the drawer box side thickness. For this drawer box, we are using 5/8 inch material for the drawer box side. This makes our effective side clearance 13/16 minus 5/8 equals 3/16 inch. This 3/16 is compared to the drawer box construction method side clearance to determine the gap that gets used. This comparison is repeated for the top and bottom clearances to determine the other gaps. The drawer guide calls for 5/16, but our construction method minimum is 1/2 inch top clearance, so 1/2 inch will be used. The opposite is true for the bottom clearance, with the runner spec calling for 9/16. Since the opening width is 6 inches, we will take away the 3/16 from both sides to get a 5 5/8 inch drawer box. We repeat this for the height by subtracting ½ inch for the top and 9/16 for the bottom from the 5-inch height to get 3 15/16. In conclusion, once you have selected a cabinet, then the cabinet and drawer box construction methods, as well as your guide preference, CABBuilder will help determine the maximum drawer box size that will best fit your specifications. Thank you for watching. To view additional video tutorials, please visit www.cabbuildersoftware.com/training.